It's terrorism, Gwen.
What we need to do, it is economic terrorism, and we're seeing it all over the doggone place. And the thing about it is that we have remedy. We have a way to nonviolently totally put them, the corporation that competes with our republic, our free republic, and our Constitution out of business. But I want to know who has the guts to do it, who has the guts to stand up and actually stand in their rightful, inalienable rights and say, no, this is my republic, and no, I'm not participating with a corporation. No, I'm a human, living being, Homo sapien. I am not a corporation. I'm not going to engage with you. You know, people, I want to tell you, they trick you. You know, in all these applications they ask, are you a U.S. citizen?
No, I'm a freaking clown. I'm a clown. That's what I am. Hey, Gwen, don't go away. When we come back, folks, we're going to continue this. It'll be the last segment of the show. Quick show tonight, but stay tuned, folks. You're listening to the Freedom Link Radio on the Orion Talk Radio Network. Okay, folks, it's the final segment of Freedom Link Radio. I'm Joe Joseph with Gwen Caldwell. And, you know, one thing that I find very interesting is that where are the militias? Where are the militias out there that do their videos and they go in the woods and they do battle with their airsoft guns? And here we have Indiana that passes a law that says it's constitutional by Indiana Constitution. Oh, go ahead. Do warrantless searches, sheriffs. No problem. Go ahead. How about Kentucky? Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, they're destroying evidence in there. Quick, get in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah. How about the city that wants the keys to everybody's house? Where are the militias? Where are they? That's what I want to know. They got a lot of balls in front of the camera, but when it comes to actually doing what they say they're going to do, forget it. And what are they waiting for? Because if you ask me, I think it's time. I think it's past time. Don't you think, Gwen?
Oh, man, I'm there. I think it's way past time. And I'm with you on that. You know, you see all this Rambo camo and these big guns and, oh, I'm this big badass and I'm that badass, and they're nothing because they are not fighting for the Republic and for the people and defending our liberties.
Right.
And that is the duty. That is the duty of every able-bodied man in this country.
That's right.
You know, and I have to ask, where are the men?
That's right.
Where are the men, the backbone of this country?
They're texting on
their
their
cell
cell
phone.
phone.
Happen.
They're texting on their cell phones, Gwen. That's what they're doing. They're texting. They're doing a little text game they're becoming females. They're becoming women. And no offense, Gwen, but that's what's happening. They're feminizing the males. It really.
And now they're feminizing our military, for God's sakes.
I know. It's absolutely sick. You know, and don't get me wrong, folks. I really appreciate it when people step up and do the things that they need to do to hold these elected officials, that hold the judges accountable. But don't go and make videos about how rough and tough you are and how you're going to do this and that and everything else. And then what happens when it's your time in the spotlight, when it's your time in the shine? Where are you? All you hear is chirp, 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 crickets.
Our country and our freedom, it's in the toilet. And Obama's fixing to flush the toilet. And I'm going to read this article right now that kind of clarifies it a little bit. Joe, I posted the link in your Skype so that you could post it in the chat room, okay? The establishment has taken over, looted our republic and our people into bankruptcy, effectively denying us of our constitutional rights while preparing to make war on we the people for total Marxist one world order governance. This is a factual diatribe to inform and guide constitutional patriots to victory. Our corrupt officials are usurpers paid by the establishment who have been caught red-handed sending thousands of illegal guns to Mexico and other countries for no legal purpose so they could say the guns and resultant killings were caused by legal gun sales in America. This was then a major gamble to create public support for ongoing efforts to promote gun control that backfired. The establishment cannot tolerate the fact that as long as we have guns to defend ourselves when they attack us, the ignorant cowards among us who have not prepared for survival and self-defense will most likely die at the hands of the Marxist establishment, just like the Jews in Hitler's Germany. And then it makes a reference to Greg Evenson's article. The Obama stimulus program funded this treason that resulted in the deaths of 2 federal officers and countless others. Attempted cover-ups at the highest levels of government consisting of spins, lies, retribution, and additional restrictions on gun sales with records of gun purchasers is ongoing. William Hoover from the ATF started the lies by falsely testifying to Congress in 2008 that 90% of firearms recovered in Mexico were from civilian sources in the United States. The ATF later admitted that the 90% figure only applied to their much smaller database, WND 71311. The highest levels of government have been exposed for this treason by their own words, congressional hearings, and reported as Operation Gunwalker, Gunrunner, and Fast and Furious in the media. Mike Vanderboe, a courageous patriot with the help of whistleblower federal agents, brought this to light and continues to report on it in great detail. I believe that God had a hand in exposing this evil preparation for war on the people by establishment usurpers so that we could expose them and take back our country. I want to tell you people something out there. You sit in a dark room, and all you have to do is light one match, and it totally illuminates the darkness.
It
we
sure
have
does.
A whole bunch of lightness out there, and we are being covered in darkness. They cannot, there's not enough of them. There's not enough of their darkness to snuff out our light. We just have to have the courage to strike the damn match.
That's right, Gwen.
All
just
available.
Just so you know, Gwen, if you let's just say the federal government, if you take into account all of the people that work for the federal government, it makes up 2% of the workforce. That is 2%. That's not a lot of people. That's the military.
Are you talking about the corporation?
The corporation. That's right. It's about 2%. 2%. Unbelievable.
Minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what the heck? It's crazy. I don't know. We're running out of time, Gwen. So what I want to know is, where do people start? Where do people start on the road to sovereignty? What's a good way to start? And how bad do we have to wait for it to get?
Oh, it's already too bad. And if you haven't started prepping and you don't have food storage, you don't have beans and bullets, you better getting on it, because time is short. Their agenda is moving forward quite nicely. We put a monkey wrench in the alternative media is really on top of this, and we're spreading the word, and it's getting around, and people are waking up, and they're just saying, "Oh, hell no!" But so now we've got all these corporate governments kind of in a panic a little bit, and using a lot of fear-mongering to control the people, to get the army to, violate posse comitatus. And we're going to see this escalate because they're losing control. So the best thing you can do, first of all, is, in as much as you can, stop participating. In as much as you can, be as self-sufficient as possible. Have your own water source, your own food sources. Make sure you've got heritage seeds, tools to grow a garden, some way to filter your water. Have your medical supplies. Have food. Get armed. Yeah, no kidding.
By all means.
Learn how to reload. Learn blacksmithing or farrowing. Learn how to can. Learn how to dehydrate. Learn what foods you can eat that grow wild in your area. There are a lot of little things that you can do that are really totally empowering, because the more that you do, the less you require them. And we're going to be talking, Joe and I and John, we're going to be going into some more specifics about actual action that you can take to move yourself away from that corporation and take control over the franchise corporation that the government has made you, so that they can control you like a slave and make you chattel. And we're going to start going over a lot of this stuff, line item by line item, to help you walk through the process so that you can start stepping away from that and taking control back and empowering yourself to stand in your rightful, sovereign, inalienable, Homo sapien self, spirit being in a human condition without their control, and quit asking permission.
That's right.
Quit asking permission.
That's right. And let me say this, folks. The one thing that's special about this radio show that you won't find in many other places is not only do we complain about what's going on, of course, because we're steaming mad, but at the same time, we're offering a solution to the problem. And it's going to take some time because this is a lot of info to put out. But Gwen has done a fabulous job of researching this topic, and I think we all can gain a lot from the knowledge that she's gained from this. So I encourage everybody to tune in the days and weeks ahead, because there's going to be a lot of important information put out.
And I would like to just tell everybody right now, if you do not have a certified copy of your birth certificate, go ahead and order it, get it. You go to your county records office. Most of them are online. You can find out information about, I got mine, I think it was $19 or something. Mm-hmm. But you need to get a hard copy of that certified birth certificate. Right. It's imperative. And go ahead and get that as soon as possible.
The next show is Sunday evening, 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern, folks. That's the show for tonight. Thank you for listening. Take care.
Good night.
We are the children, last generation. We are the ones